Thanks for tuning in to watch The Ordinary Filmmaker. It's Wednesday, October the 20th, 2021. And this is my second video. This is a very, very busy time of year. And if you want to catch the latest information as it comes out, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any news. Now already we have 4 key announcements for 4 different cameras. We have the Canon R3, which was already announced and is shipping at the end of November. We have the Panasonic GH6 being announced. We have the Sony a7 IV. And we have the Nikon Z6. But wait, there's more. OM Digital Solutions, formerly known as Olympus or OMD, has just put out an announcement event notification. And as you can see from this announcement event, it's on Wednesday, October the 27th, 2021. That's at 9 p.m. Japanese Standard Time or 8 o'clock in the morning here in Toronto or New York. And in Europe, it's 2 p.m. Hamburg time. I'm really looking forward to this. Do you remember back in January when OM Digital or Olympus or OM Digital Solutions, I keep getting their name mixed up because I'm really not too sure what it is. Now the website does say OM Digital Solutions, so maybe that's their name for now. Maybe they're going to ditch Olympus in this camera release. So what is this camera? Well, in January, OM Digital said they were going to be releasing a WOW camera or a camera with WOW features. Based on Broken Telephone, it's translated it into a WOW camera. And I'm not sure if there's much of a difference. If they release a camera with some really powerful capabilities that are going to wow us, well, then the camera is going to wow us. And I don't know what that is, but if they can take the computational power that we see in the iPhone, computational power as applied to stills, but also to video, and bring it to a Micro Four Thirds camera, and bring that ease of use that's also there in those iPhones, I think this could very much wow us. Very few camera companies have attempted to bring that ease of use and that computational capabilities to mirrorless and DSLR cameras. Now, Alice Camera, you might remember, is doing the same thing, but what they're doing is they're taking the smartphone and they're attaching another, I wouldn't say adapter, another device to it to augment the capabilities already in the iPhone. But OM Digital, I'm really curious what they're up to. See, I was a little bit nervous for Olympus last year when Olympus spun off their camera division, also known as Olympus, to JIP, Japanese Industrial Partners. And they said very quickly that they're going to come out with a WOW camera or a camera with WOW capabilities. And they've been communicating with us ever since. Every level of the organization has been communicating to us, telling us what they're working on. So I'm really curious to see what the WOW capabilities are going to be in this camera. There is a chance it might not be the WOW camera and they might be having another event, but it's already the end of October. So I think this is the event. It won't be available for sale based on what they said earlier in the year, that it will most likely be available for sale in 2022, but we're getting the announcement, we're getting a teaser. So what do you think? What do you think are going to be the major capabilities that, well, would wow you? Let's start there. What would wow you in terms of a camera? Already we've got cameras that can do 8K video, and a year ago that would have been impressive and wowed us a lot, but we're kind of getting used to that. Really sharp, detailed 4K 120 or even 4K 240. While it would wow us a bit, it's not enough to get us super excited about any one camera. 20 stops of dynamic range would be great, but I'm hesitant to think that that's going to be something in a Micro Four Thirds camera. But to be able to rethink how cameras are done, to rethink that ease of use, I think that could go a long way. I'm shooting with a professional grade camera, the R5, and it does away with a lot of those auto modes where you can set the scenes, and it's taken me the better part of a year to really learn how to use the camera very effectively for video, to learn how to shoot log, to grade log. But still, I haven't really even explored the still side of the camera. I'm just focusing on the video capabilities. And there are times where I wish it had some easy modes saying, okay, please help me with the exposure, help me with the autofocus. So as you're focusing on me, the subject, please also auto expose for it. And if you have to change the ISO due to changing lighting environments, focus on me, the subject first. And when you do change the ISO, do it slightly enough so it doesn't look awkward or distracting. So super excited. And I'm sorry if I do seem overly excited. I already published a video about the Nikon Z9, the 3rd teaser video this morning, and that looks like an astonishing or an astounding camera, really, really super in terms of its capabilities. But maybe you can do me a favor. It doesn't cost you anything. If you like this video, if you like this channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I take it as a pat on the back, and it really does help my channel grow, and it encourages me to get out there and do more videos. So I shot one before work this morning. I'm shooting this one on my break. If there's more news, I'll shoot it at lunch. What I used to do in the past is group everything together, and it makes it harder for people to find. So I'm just focusing on single event news. If it's on OMD, if Nikon comes out with something else, I'll focus on doing a video on just Nikon. So you're only getting the news you want, concentrated and to the point. Whew, wow, what a crazy time this is. And for much of 2021, it's been a very, very slow time. We haven't had a lot of news. Yes, we had the Alpha 1, but that was right at the beginning of the year. And yes, we did have the Nikon Z FC, a good camera, but it's been quiet. Normally, the first 5 months of the year are just packed with trade shows and news announcements. And unfortunately and sadly, we've had nothing but cancellations. Even NAB 2021 was the last to be canceled or postponed until April of next year. So I'm really excited to see what this camera is going to be. So we're going to have to wait till next week. I'm wondering if I should take next week off. There's so much news coming out. What do you think? Should I take next week off? I'm probably not, because here's what happens is when we have these announcements, everybody who's had the camera, whether it be the A7 IV, the WOW camera, the Nikon Z6, sorry, the Nikon Z9, everybody who's had these cameras is going to put out their video, and I want to spend time to watch the reviews, how these cameras function. And then maybe a day later or 12 hours later, once I've had a chance to boil down the information from the reviews, then come back to you and give you my view. But why would you watch me when you've got all these people with the actual camera in hand? That's what I would do. But anyhow, that's it for now. I just wanted to give you a brief update on this other event so you can put this one in your calendar as well. Thank you so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. Once again, we'll see you again soon. Who knows, maybe in just a few hours.